Hi, my name is Amber Fusey. I am currently attending Algonquin College. I live in Vars, Ontario. I am taking the pre-business program, and I hope to end this year with a certificate and hopefully move on to major in a specific area. I'm not exactly sure where, but hopefully somewhere in a business field. My personal goal in life is to participate and finish a marathon. The movie that I watched and I will be critiquing on is the Food Inc. movie. What pushed me to watch this movie was the trailer. I found it very intriguing. Um, I've heard lots of good and bad reviews on it, and I just wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I overall liked the movie. I would definitely give it an 8 out of 10 on the scale and recommend it for someone to watch. Some things that I liked about it were the raw bare truth, the facts that we saw. It just shows what really happens in the industry. Purpose of this movie to me was to show the inside of the industry, what really happens, which is not really as great as people lead it to believe, or the industries themselves present themselves. To show us how our food is made, right from the get-go, from when what the cows are eating or the pigs are eating or whatever, the vegetables, how they're being grown, genetically grown. It's just from the roots, showing us how everything is made and then how it ends up to us in a grocery store. But also to tell you that it doesn't have to be the way it is now. It could be completely different. Some things I disliked about the movie would be how animals and humans are very much mistreated in this industry, in the food industry. Animals just being mistreated by abuse, and humans would be in the same way. For example, there was Carol's story that they explained. She was a chicken farmer. They explained her story and also explained that chicken farmers like Carol have to borrow $500,000 from the bank, yet they only make $18,000 a year. And the reason they have to borrow so much is because they have to try and keep up with the industries that are forcing them to buy all these new equipment to keep up with them. But at the same time, they're not getting paid anymore. That's something I really disliked. Something I found really interesting in this movie was how in 1972 the FDA did 50,000 safety inspections. Even though the industries were small, they weren't as big as they were today. The technology wasn't as great. Versus the 9,000, just over 9,000 safety investigations that were done in 2006. Problem is these industries are now bigger, and as much as we want to believe that this new technology that has come so far in the last 30 years would make our food safer and we would not have to do as many inspections, is not the case. There's more sicknesses, and we can guarantee that 40,000 more safety inspections would probably help that a little bit. 50,000 investigations 30 years ago, there weren't as many sicknesses, but you look versus today, and there's lots of sicknesses going on, and not as many safety inspections or regulations that are being thrown onto people where they should be. One thing that they tried to show us was that consumers have all the power, and that's personally what I think the biggest threatening problem is in our global population, is that we are giving the industries all the power. We are not having a big enough say on what's going on in the industry. By thinking that they have all the power, we are giving them all the power, whereas us as the consumers have all the power. If we stop buying certain things, these industries won't be able to last long. This movie has definitely opened up my views on certain things. It would make me read the labels more, to see what they're throwing in there that should not be thrown in there. Just read the packaging better. Maybe go buy some organic things versus the things that aren't organic. They mentioned buying seasonal things. For example, tomatoes do not grow all year. They only grow in certain seasons. But they bring tomatoes from around the world in places that they can be grown. They buy them, they pick them while they're green, and then on their way over, they're mutated there, which is exactly what we're not supposed to be consuming, is mutated food, right? Which is some of the emotions that I felt were just disgust in how they're doing this. You never really think about it until there's facts shown to you, or I never thought of it until I saw the facts in front of you. You're watching the facts just being shown to you, and it's not supposed to be that way. It was never this way. So I definitely would try to buy more locally at the markets like they suggested. It's just really sad to know that they're doing this and that we're just giving them all the power to do this. They mentioned how if this continues, we're not going to be able to live like this for too much longer. There won't be anything left. So hopefully in the future that we can change something, and that we as the consumers can change how these industries are choosing to mass produce these foods. Really what it is they are mass producing for wealth, not for health. If we could make the goal, instead of the goal being make as much money as we can make the goal make as less people sick as possible while still making profit, which would be an unbelievable goal if accomplished. So that's my review on Food Inc. Overall, again, great movie, and I would definitely recommend it to someone. It just would be a great eye-opener for people if everyone could watch it. And thanks for watching.